Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Ministry Hacks Leadership Podcast. And today I'm going to be sharing a real ministry hack with you, a tech tip, a digital strategy that can save your ministry, your organization, hundreds, if not thousands of dollars over the course of time. And what I'm talking about is Google for nonprofits. Google for nonprofits. If you've heard of this and you're using this, well, you're probably like, hey, I don't need to hear this anymore. But if you haven't heard of it and you're not using it, stay tuned because this is a game changer. What I'm about to give you is gold. And the best part about it is it's free. All right, so Google for nonprofit. There's basically 4 layers to it. There's 3 of them that you're going to want to hear me out on. The 4th one, I don't know a whole lot about, I'll be honest. But what it has here is Google Workspace. Now, you might be familiar with Gmail, right? If you have your personal name, right, your name at gmail.com. Well, what Google for Nonprofits does is it gives us Google Workspace, and it's a free Google Gmail for every member of your team that's going to have their name at yourchurch.com, not their name at gmail.com. So now why does this matter? Well, number one, if you're starting a church and you're using a Gmail account is you.yourchurch@gmail.com, it just doesn't look professional. It doesn't look legit, right? If you sent me an email from something like that, I'd probably think it's spam and I would delete it, right? So what we want is we want a email for ourselves, right? If you're the lead pastor, like, hey, Pastor Nick at mychurch.com or Nick at mychurch.com, right? Wouldn't you want that? And so for me, we were paying for this email for me. It was $6 a month for the first 3 years or so, right? So $6 a month, what is that? That's $72 a year, which doesn't sound like much, but now factor in your team. If you have 5 people on your team and you're spending $6 a month for each of them to have their own email, their own workspace account, well, that's $30 a month, right? Multiply that by 12, that's $360 a year. And again, maybe you're like, that's not much. But after that first year, hopefully you grew, right? And so now maybe your core team went from 5 people to 10. Now all of a sudden that's going to double. That's $720 a year that you'll be paying there. And so again, we can save some pretty good significant money. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, $720, you could buy this camera that I'm filming on right now for $720. That's what we could save. And so maybe you're like right now, hey, we don't have a budget for things like a live stream and investing in our camera, a microphone, a light setup or whatever. But maybe the difference is just you understanding that you could save money with this Google nonprofit and you could put that money away for something else. Maybe it's kids curriculum. Maybe it's a new tire for your trailer. I don't know, but you could just fill in the blanks there. But what you'll get is a free Google Workspace account, which again, you're probably familiar with. You get Google Sheets, Google Docs, Google Calendar, you get Google Drive, you get, of course, your Gmail as well. You get Google Meets with it. And all of this for free. And now the nice thing about it, the Google Workspace account that comes with the nonprofit account is that you get double the data, the storage data with the nonprofit account that you would with a regular personal Gmail account. So you get 30 gigabytes per person. So that's nice. And then also on the Google Meets, you can have up to 100 people on a video conference call for free, right? So that's pretty incredible. So if you're using things like Zoom and you're paying for it right now, well, stop paying for it, save money and use Google Meet. Sure, it's a different software. It works a little different and you have to learn it. But man, if you can save that money, why not save that money? So that's number one. Number two is just as big as this. If you're spending money on a marketing budget for your church, especially if you're just starting out, you're trying to get the word out, you're taking out things like Google ads, you're taking out Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube, and all that stuff, just listen, is that you could save a lot of money here as well. Because with the nonprofit account, you can also get Google ad grants. Now you can think of it as store credit or a gift card that Google gives you to use for text-based ads. Now you got to understand text-based ads. It's the ads when you type into Google church near me and you see a few things at the very top says sponsored and it's just words, it's just text, right? There's no picture, there's no video attached to it, right? That is a text-based ad. And so you can use this store credit, if you will, to make those. Now here's what they give you, up to $10,000 per month. That's $120,000 per year that you could use on Google text-based ads. They say it right in their document of what this is for. You can get up to $10,000 per month in text-based ads on Google search to raise awareness for your nonprofit organization. That's what it's for. And isn't that what you want anyways, right? That's why you're spending money on Google ads, YouTube ads, Facebook, Instagram, is because you want to raise awareness for your organization. Now, whether that's raise awareness that you exist, right, as a church plant, that's what you got to consider. Nobody knows who you are. So you got to raise awareness so people know who you are. Brand recognition is what it is. Or maybe you're an established church and you're starting a new program or a ministry or an outreach. You want to raise awareness for that. You could use these Google ads for it. Now, there are some limitations. There's criteria that you have to meet. Number one, it's only text-based ads. Already covered that. Right. But number two is there's certain criteria that you have to meet and you have to uphold. You have to have a certain click-through rate and engagement rate. So if you have an ad that you're just putting out there, but nobody's clicking on it and it's not getting found, well, you could run the risk of getting your account suspended, which happened to us early on. We learned what not to do. Remember, I said on the first episode, any fool can learn from experience. I prefer to learn from the experience of others. Well, learn from me. All right, don't do what I did. But there's certain criteria that you have to meet to be able to keep that active. But then there's a third thing you get with the Google Nonprofit Program, and it's a YouTube Nonprofit Program. Now, this isn't as big and flashy and money-saving as the first two, but it is significant in the fact that it kind of hacks the YouTube ladder, if you will. And what I mean by that is if you go start your own YouTube channel today, there's certain things you can't do. Certain features are locked until you get a certain amount of subscribers or a certain amount of watch hours. And until you, certain things you have to like have your first live stream. After that, you unlock certain features. Well, with the YouTube Nonprofit Program, it actually unlocks some of those from day one, like things like link cards, right? You can link different links anywhere, like the links that pop up here, right? It says, hey, visit our website or visit our church or support our ministry, right? Those types of things you could have on day one with 0 subscribers, 0 watch hours. So that's very helpful in helping people connect, because if they watch your YouTube video, but you don't give them a next step, something they can click on, well, YouTube is just a consumer engine, right? Because they're just going to move right on to the next video. So giving them something within the video, support our ministry, something they can click on, a next step, help them to learn more about your organization and your mission and your vision. Well, that's very helpful there. And then there's other tools that you get as well. You get access to Creator Academy lessons that are tailored for nonprofits there. And so some things to check out. So it's very cool. And so if you need help, if this sounds interesting to you and you're like, hey, I would love to get that going, but I don't know anything about that, reach out to us, ministryhacks.com. We'd love to help you. We also provide services where we will set these up for you, and we'll even get your ads going for the first time. So you can check us out, ministryhacks.com. We'd love to help you out. One thing to note within the Google Nonprofit Program is that you do need to have a 501c3 nonprofit tax exempt status, right? If you don't have that, well, you need to get that first. And that is a process. That can be anywhere from a 1 to 6 month process. It's a long form. You're going to want to make sure you spend your time filling it out. But if you need help with that, there's a great organization called Start Church. We'll put the link in the description. You can check them out. We use them to get our church up and running, all of our legal documents, getting incorporated, getting our 501c3, all of those things buttoned down. They do it all. They're a great organization. And so again, check out the link in the show notes if you're interested in that. And then again, if you need help setting up your Google ads, give us a shout. We'd love to help you out so that you can boost your brand awareness this year. And I hope this ministry hack is useful for you. I hope it saves you, your ministry, hundreds, thousands of dollars over the years, and you can invest in other things that are more important that you wouldn't otherwise be able to. So thanks for watching today. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel wherever you're watching or listening to. And if you're watching on YouTube, drop in the comments if this was helpful for you. We'd love to hear it. So we'll see you on the next one. Peace.